Every once in a while I reminisce and I wonder how we ever came to this. I miss the better days. Turn me up, son. Then you get the money, then you get the food, don't be no dummy.
slate. I'm saying hi to all the cuties from around the way. Yeah. Yo, it's a must that I get papes. Peace to all the DJs who gave me love on they mixtapes. And once again, the man's back with a dance track. So here's your chance, Jack, to get loose and let your hands clap, clap. In my last fight, friend, I then. L's a clever threat, a lyricist who never sweat. Comparing yourself to me is like a bench to a Chevrolet. And clown rappers, I'm bound to slay. I'm saying hi to all the duties from around the way. Yeah.
Now shit is so whack, nobody that real hip-hop, yo. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready, here comes Talib Kweli, and I'm banging on your eardrum. What? Now let me get a minute. Wait. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. Don't repent it cause the end is near. But don't panic, you can't function if you living in fear. Pay attention, you gotta listen to hear. Who the fuck you think you talking to? Put you on hold, get a specialist to walk you through. Kweli, the flow captain, the foul, the slow rapping. I'm so cracking, you ain't heard, you should appear like closed captions. King of the bars, and I'm going hardcore. All my confidence comes from knowing God's laws. Banging on the system, fighting my kind of war. Loud as a whisper, quiet as a lion's roar. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready, here come Talib Kweli, and I'm banging on your eardrum. Now let me get up in it, it's for your spirit, son. Y'all hear me though? Get up, get into it and get involved. There's a little something that I wanna spit for y'all. Now let me get up in it. Wait. Get it now, get it fast, get it right, get it big, get it live, get it done, get it tight. But you don't really hear me though, I spit it clearly so it's live out your stereo. To your heart while it's beating in your chest, as you're speaking to execs in the seat behind the desk. To your spirit, nothing wicked in the flesh. So while you try to keep it fresh, you're getting deeper in the debt. Real hip-hop is missing from the shelf. Yup, it's what you felt when you listen to yourself. Only a few is making cuts, that's finished. So before you spend your hard earned spinach.
I'm coming, hold on a second, guys.
Get ready, here come Talib Kweli, and I'm banging on your eardrum. Now let me get up in it, it's for your spirit, so y'all hear me though. Get up, get into it and get involved. There's a little something that I wanna spit for y'all. Now let me get up in it. Wait. Yeah, bloody sounds coming out your speaker.
Hey y'all, what's up? What's up, taters? Hey y'all, DuckDuckGo, DuckDuckGo,
The teachers stay.
DuckDuckGo is turning into Google. DuckDuckGo is turning into Google. I don't know. I'm gonna have to stop using DuckDuckGo. I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. Hold on. Let me show you what I'm talking about. DuckDuckGo is turning into Google, right? So let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Let's go to DuckDuckGo, right? Okay. So, you know me, I'm trying to look for some pictures. I'm trying to look for that picture I had of that the little slightly overweight guy and his wife, right? So I put in, this is what I did at first. I'm gonna show you. Actually, can you see where I backtracked? No, you can't see it. Okay. So back here is when I put married couples American. And I'm like, look at all these look at the darkness on here. Black, 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 black. I don't know what they are. I think they're in, what is that? What they are? Look, Indian. Indian, black, 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 gay, black, black, Indian, black, black, black. And I'm like, okay, goddamn. Okay, let me put white. So then I put white and then black, 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 black. Black. Who's this? Interracial, black, 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 Indian, black. And I'm like, hey, I've seen this before. This is what you see on Google. This is what you see on Google. Oh, well, I love her hair. Is that real? Oh, let me see. See if that's her real hair. Because you know they got fake dreadlocks now. I can't tell. The picture's so small. If that's her real dreadlocks, because my dreadlocks are very long. This is a nice style to put it in. Let me see if that's her. Oh, you can't do that like Google. I like that hair. I like how she got her hair. Interracial, like white couples is forbidden. White couple, you can't not sure the white people marry in happy Zikala. Look at this. This is so crazy, dude. Like, holy smokes. Oh my God. So DuckDuckGo is now Google. Because this is what you used to find on Google. This is what you will find on Google. Okay? You would put white inventors and come up with nothing but black people. I do not like, and I'm saying this as a black person, I do not like people are throwing black people on everybody else. It's making me hate black folks. Like, oh my God. You just got fake locks. I think fake locks are bad. I don't like fake locks. Get braids. I don't know why y'all want. Listen, let me tell you something. I am like this, okay? If you do not have the memories to grow your hair like this, to go through the whole process, stop faking it. Stop faking it, you posers. I wear braids because that's what braids are supposed to be for. Braids are for you to put your fake hair. Y'all sitting up here trying to fake looking with dreads. Okay? I would clown y'all. Well, it depends, you know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to clown my girl Chrissy with her fake locks. I was like, girl, how dare you? Do you know how much? See, I started locking my hair when it wasn't in style. We're talking about in 1997 or 98, I think it was. Back then, you were shamed. So a lot of times we had to, unless you lived in an environment that supported it, and at that time I did, But other times, if we had to go around corporate America or if we had to go into a business location, we had to wrap our hair up. When I say wrap it up like an African wrap, like put our hair and hide our dreadlocks. And as it began to get longer, that's when I was like once my locks started to come to my neck, that's when I started to show them. And then my hair started to grow crazy. Like, it still grows like crazy. I have such a good diet, but now that when it started to grow to my shoulders, I would show it. And so now that it's like to my butt now, okay, I'm saying to myself, like, okay, I've earned my locks. This is not something like when I see people like faking it, you know what I'm saying? Like, because this is, dreadlocks is a different mentality. It's when you see a woman, not men. When you see a woman with dreadlocks, you're seeing a woman who is actually rebuking the modern black woman's hairstyle, typical hairstyle, which is weaves, straight hair, wigs, extensions, and stuff like that. I'm not ready for commitment of lost. Wanted to do something different with it. Well, you still oppose a Grace. I love you, but you oppose a girl. You could have done some braids. You ain't got, listen, none of you women, none of you in this chat got the backbone to lock your hair. So stop faking it. It takes I'm serious. It takes a certain type of black woman. It does. To not only lock your hair, but keep it locked. When black women were going about all the natural stuff like that, I knew it was a phase. I said, that's a phase. Black women love weaves too much. They got their low self-esteem is not going to let them stay locked. Now, I did see a girl in the neighborhood a while back, and it looked so great on her. She was so skinny with her little sundress on, but she had this big nappy fro. It was purposely nappy, and it was so big. And I was like, and I had to stop and say, oh, girl, you are so adorable with that big old nappy fro. I don't like nappy fros. I can't stand them. But that looked so cute on her because it was so huge. She has like that. Her hair and my hair are the same texture hair. We have thick hair. And so she would probably do really, really good with locks. But wearing her hair like that is bold. You see what I'm saying? And it looks so cute on her. Look absolutely adorable on her. But the thing about it is that you know, when I see people with I'm gonna just tell you something. Women with real locks, we look down upon women who put fake locks in their hair. You can, if you do braids or if you do even you wear a weave or whatever, we don't care. When you try to look like us without even having to go through the process, you're a poser. It's like a sorority. I don't think you guys gonna know that reference because many of you haven't went through college. Let's see, what is it that you have to name? Something you have to really work hard for, and then you become. I guess it's like an exclusive club, right? You have to go through an initiation process. You have to go through a lot of trials and tribulations, ridicules, and things like that. And then when you finally get it, because it was so hard to obtain, you earn respect from not only people who also obtained it, but you appreciate it more. I appreciate my hair because I've been through a lot to get, when I first started. You know what I'm saying? I've been through a lot to get my hair to just say I'm comfortable. Well, I've always been comfortable with my hair, but I have been I had to put something over it when I was being a bodyguard because they didn't like my hair locked up when I was a security and a bodyguard for certain women. And I had lost a couple of uh bodyguard gigs because my hair was in locks. So, this is when dreadlocks was not acceptable on women. So like when I go through that and then I see people try to fake it, like, you a poser. I just ignored you. If I see a woman with those fake shiny locks on, I'm like, whatever, girl. It's like picking up a kid from the foster. It's like going to the orphanage and renting a child for a day, pretending to be a mama. You a poser, dude, and giving that child back. Thank you. It was so nice to be a mama today. Like, child, please, man. Yeah, just go put some weave. Go back and put weave in your head. That's more acceptable. But when you have dreadlocks, man, that's a totally different type of mentality. And I do think I'm better than black women who have weaves in their heads, okay? I do. I am better than them. I am better than all of them. Can't sit up here and call me. You want to call me a coon and you got Indian or horsehair in your head. You ain't got no room to tell me nothing. Shut up. Sit down. Sit down, okay? So, thank you very much. I want to talk about the hypocrisy. We're going to get into the question and answers, but I got a lot to say. These men crying about women with OnlyFans pages, crying about women making a lot of money, sexualizing themselves on Twitch. You know what I realized? They are so jealous. I do not promote women, conservative women, traditional women, doing OnlyFans. But I be damned if I'm going to hate on women using these simps to get money. I want you to call, if a lot of you women are not confrontational, okay? Which is a pity, because it's only so much I can, like, straight up put men in their places. Every man who is upset about women dominating themselves on OnlyFans, you're out of line. You're out of place. Let me tell you how you're out of place. You're jealous because now you can no longer dominate the sex industry. See, I said this before and I'll say it again. A whore is a whore without a pimp. She's a whore with a pimp. She's a whore without a pimp. But a man can't be a pimp without any hoes. You see what I'm saying? There's no such thing. He needs a woman to be a pimp, but a woman don't need a pimp to be a whore. The sex industry has always been dominated by men. From the magazines to the videos to the erotic to the writings. Okay? It's always been dominated by men. We have moved in an era where women are now no longer being the back seat and subjugated to the men's rule. See, men, as long as they had women in the Playboy magazines, Hugh Hefner, the guy who started Hustler, is it called Hustler? Or was it Penthouse? Maybe it was both. Doesn't matter. All of the magazines that had the nudie girls in it, all owned by men, all dominated by men, okay? And then when you come into the porn industry, 99% or 98% by men. So when women, and they could never do this without women. Now you didn't see women crying about, why is the men making all the money? What about, and they just want us women for our bodies, and now they want to know why they dying alone. Cope. The same things these guys are crying about. Women never cried about that. They never did. Now you got these spineless men crying about women making all this money on OnlyFans. Funny how you're not sitting up here talking about how Hugh Hefner became a damn near a billionaire off of women, but it's good for women. I mean, it's good for men to do it, but it ain't good for women to do it. Sit and spin. Get over yourself. Get over yourself. You men are pathetic. And that's why I don't have any respect for any of these men in the manosphere or the broken pill community. You idiots are just undateable. No one wants you. You either goofy, ugly, fat, grotesque, or socially awkward, and women don't want you. So now you want to sit up here and go, the wall. Let me tell you something, sweetie. If grannies can get men, and we done seen evidence of that, if grannies can get young men to lay her down, I'm sorry, that whole wall thing don't exist. Because I don't see men doing what women doing. See, women, we have seen evidence of women in their 80s getting laid. They ain't got to pay nothing. They ain't got to come out of pocket. They ain't got to even be nobody's sugar mama. But we can't say the same for men. So for you all to sit up here, because look, if a man in his 80s, if he can still get it up, see, that's another thing you got to ask. Is it possible for him to get it up in his 80s? It's going to be a big old no. So when you guys really hit the wall, and when you hit the wall, you really hit the wall. You keep telling yourself that these old young girls want you. They want you because you're going to take care of them. And guess what? Once they get what they want, they will leave you, or they will basically get sexually satisfied from a man that's close to their age. And I hate to break it to you, men, but women are real good at keeping secrets. See, y'all just sloppy. When y'all cheat, you just get sloppy. Women can cheat on you and you will never know, baby. Men are sloppy. Y'all just sloppy with it. That's why you always get caught. You always get caught. But getting back to OnlyFans, I don't care about women making their money, but you do. You know why? Because you don't do anything to make your own daggone money. What are you doing to better yourself? What do they call that? Wallet watch? Pocket watch? I never counted anybody else's coins because I'm too busy trying to expand my coin. And I'm sitting to myself, I'm like, these men, you guys are so bitch made, man. You crying about, well, see, these women, and then they take the most minor situation and they act like pocket watch. It's called pocket watching? I don't count other people's money. But men do. Oh, so it is called pocket watch. Okay. I don't pocket watch. You'll never, ever see me say, I can't believe he making all that money. What he doing? He's scamming. As a matter of fact, y'all have seen me say, you know what? If you want to take advantage of these stupid fools, go right ahead. What did I say about DJ Grandmaster Jay? What did I say about that? That fool got 200 and something $1,000 from all them stupid Negroes. What did I say about that? So I'm glad he's taking all that money. I say because that's what the black community is good for. They're good for being hustled. They're good for being hustled. Anywho, these men, they're so effeminate. And I have to say online, because I don't see no men in my personal life complaining about women making all this money on OnlyFans and Twitch. I don't see it. I don't see it. I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the reason why they are complaining is because they are super jealous. They got to still stay with their mother. You know what I'm saying? Or they have to live in very, 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 very humble areas because they don't push themselves to become better. They don't push themselves to make good money. And I mean, in America, there's no such thing as you not making good money. And they're physically inferior. The most physically inferior group of men I've seen in my life is like, oh my God, they're all online. Hey, women got OnlyFans. That's okay. When you get in your 40s, you're going to wish you had not done that and not rejected me. And you're going to be all dried up. Cope. Whatever you got to tell yourself, okay? Whatever you got to tell yourself at night, sweetie. Whatever you got to tell yourself at night to go to sleep, okay? Women in their 60s and 70s are still getting laid, and you can't even get anybody to give you a hand job in your 20s. But you keep thinking that women are suffering. Sure, you're going to find some women that may regret and not and may have wished that they had kids and that they decided to get married early. You're going to find those. You're going to find anything in anyone, okay, in any group of people. But for the most part, I have seen, and you know they're out there because I've seen them online too. I have seen women who have actually say, you know what, the hell with these kids. I'm going to make all this money, all right? Still get laid, and then get a man if I want to, whenever I want to. If I want to get in a serious relationship, I'll get in a serious relationship. But there are lots of women who just don't want kids. And what do you say about those women? What do you say about those women? Oh, that's right. It doesn't apply to them. Because, see, the only thing I will agree with the wall on, this is only one thing about the wall I will agree on, but there's still a workaround with it. Women should have kids as early as possible, and in your early 20s is ideal. However, we are now moving in the age where women with a lot of money can now have surrogates. So even if they're in their 40s, they can take their frozen eggs, get the man that they want, if including the one they want to marry or may not marry, doesn't matter, and use his semen to fertilize those eggs and stick it in a woman who's you paying to be the surrogate. Boom. She get her body out of shape. She birth your child, your biological child. She goes through the morning sickness, the stretch marks, okay, the weight gain. She goes through the mood swings. She goes through all of that and then pops you out a baby. Now what you gonna say about the wall? Now what you gonna say? What you gonna say now, huh? It don't apply. You can't say nothing now. Because just how you fools think that there's going to be an artificial uterus that's going to birth you your kids, you can't even afford it anyway. You got women who are now having it all. So I find you men weak who sit up here and complain about women making all this money on OnlyFans. How short is your memory? When the history in the sex history is dominated by men for decades. And now women in the 21st century, as we progress later in the 21st century, are now taking control of the sex industry. Now y'all like, you're gonna be upset that you take him. Listen, trust me, okay? We are in an age right now where women have it easy. They just don't know it. See, the thing about it is that I'm gonna tell you the best type of men. Hold on. Let's get into this. Okay, let's get into the question for today, where we talking about how do I know if my boyfriend is husband material? Let's get into that, and then we'll get into the questions. Okay. How do you know if your boyfriend is husband material? See, you have men who are just clueless in being, and it's not their fault for the most part. I will say for the most part, it's not their fault. But the best type of men are the men that you can't live without. Do you know what I mean by that? I'm explaining to you what I'm talking about. A real man will see where you are struggling in. He will see the things that you need. Not the things that will make your life easier. He's here besides protection, okay? He know he can protect you. He can provide you security, okay? But when you have a businesswoman like myself, right? I always make it known issues I have. But men have their heads up their butt. 8 times out of 10, they have no idea because they're too busy talking about, I don't know what to mean. No, they're not listening. For example, okay? For example, if you, as a woman, and you got 5 guys courting you, or if you got one guy that you're dating, all right? And you mention to him, I got this leak in my roof, and I don't know what to do. And it's like the buckets are overfilling, and we're going through a nice rainstorm. Okay, you know what I'm saying? The guys, like I said, it's not their fault. Some of them are like, oh, sweetie, you want to go out to dinner? Okay, get rid of those. Get rid of that one, right? Get rid of him. He's useless. But then you have the other ones that go, well, why don't you call a roofer? Why don't you call somebody to do the roof for you? Okay. And she's like, I don't know how to do it. I don't know what to look for, this, that, and the other. Well, just pick up the phone and call them. These are the men who don't know how to be problem solvers. And it's not their fault. Don't get rid of them. It's just that they just don't know. But the good men, the real good men will go, all right, let me make some phone calls for you. I know I got my brother. My brother's really good at, he had to go through this, or my uncle had to go through this, or my uncle's best friend is a roofer. Let me make some phone calls. Let me handle it for you. But you got to, even if you got to pay, let me do the work for you and you pay them. I'll find the person for you, but you got to pay them. Deal. He's a keeper. He's a keeper. Do you see what I'm saying? We don't know anything about roofing. That's when he comes in and he goes, oh, this is bothering her. She really don't know how to do this. Well, I know some men who've been through this. Let me talk to them for her. Let me send them her way. Let me do the lead work for her. It could be with plumbing. It could be with electrical. He is, and then when he does, they say, sweetie, guess what? I got my brother's best friend is a roofer. He's gonna come. I gave him your number. He's gonna call you, schedule a time where he can come and inspect the roof, and then he can give you an estimate, and then just go ahead and pay him right then and there. That's that. She's gonna be so thankful for that. But a lot of these men don't know how to do that. But if you find such men, ladies, keep him. Keep him. I'm telling you. You got a lot of men coming, and you got to listen. You got to choose the right one. And what I remember what I want to tell you. Remember this. This man should make your life easier. Now notice how none of that included money. Notice how none of that included money. I didn't say he's going to pay for anything. Every man in my life, every man in the past, present, are men if they left, if they were no longer in my life, you know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something. These are men who I got to keep these men in my life. They make my life better. Like, if these men are not around, and we're not talking about sex, let's take sex and money out of the equation, okay? Just take those out of the equation. If they were never around, would your life be better or worse? Would your life improve? Stay the same, or would it be a little bit more difficult? If it be a little bit more difficult, you got to keep her. If they were no longer around and your life be the same, he's replaceable. If they were no longer around and your life would be better, get rid of him. That's how you deal with it, ladies. It's a shame a lot of these men are just clueless. But women tell their problems all the time. Men just have to listen to it. And I think it is the best thing. And I think women, you don't know because you just don't have this experience. But when we complain directly and indirectly all the time. But you just have some men are just so clueless about it. But they don't even realize that this is an opportunity to actually stay on her mind and be the go-to guy in her life. And if you have a boyfriend, if you're dating someone that's like that, he is husband material. But if you have a boyfriend that he's just like, well, dude, it's like talking to him is like talking to one of your girlfriends. Because could you imagine? You're sitting there with your female friend, and you're going in there and you're saying, girl, my plumbing, I got to get my sink fixed. I don't know where to go. Girl, I don't know what to do either. Maybe we just need to go and look at Yelp or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's like talking to a girlfriend. So if a guy say the same thing, it's like, what's the point? What is his point? What is the point of that? Look, the D better be off the chain, or the money better be real good. See, this is the thing where I'm talking about. I'm about to get in some real stuff, ladies. Here we go, ladies. Here we go. Get ready. When they're not good for you as to make your life better, then they have to have a lot of money. They have to compensate that with money. Okay? You ready? You see what I'm saying? They have to compensate that with money. Because you can get D anywhere. That's just, as women, child, please. Then again, I don't know. Maybe, y'all live in areas where good D is a little bit on the scarce side. But I would take, real talk, a man who can help solve my problems and make my life a little less stressful, a little better. I would take that, as long as he can protect me, over money any day, baby. And I don't know, maybe because I'm older than a lot of you ladies, you're pretty young. You see what I'm saying? But, oh my gosh, man. I'm telling you, as you get older, you're going to appreciate that shit, especially if you have things you own. You see what I'm saying? Especially if you are coming into, you're a business person. You're going to have problems. You're going to have problems. You're better off asking a maintenance guy at work if that man doesn't know what to do. Maintenance. What if you don't have if you're a business owner, there's no such thing as maintenance guy at work. If you own your own business, which a lot of women do, well, most women don't, but a lot of women do, there is no maintenance man at work. You gotta go and with me though, here's the thing with me. I'm just real good at asking my male friends, saying, hey, I need this, that, that. And I'm gonna tell you something. I don't mind sharing my best friends. She knows I use her husband because she married a really good man. He's so good. I go to him like, hey, I need this, I need that, but because he's a good man. I mean, a really good man. Like, he knows how to solve problems. And even if he hear me complaining to her, I'm not even looking for a solution. He finds a solution for it on my behalf. To the point where I just shut up. I don't talk about my problems with him around. Because he likes to solve problems. He's a problem solver. I love those type of men. Oh! But if he's not, he better have a lot of money, finesse. He better have a lot of coin to make up for that. Because see, if you're not that type of man, your money will help us find such a type of man. That's what I'm saying. If you ain't got that type of quality, your money will find us that type of quality. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. A lot of these men don't have, and they just don't. And like I said, it's a lot of times it's not their fault because they were not raised that way because they didn't see their daddy act like that. So these are the men that's going to have to basically let the money help solve your problems for you. Okay? So let's turn it from a guy actually going asking his brother's best friend. Let's say, for instance, he's one of these guys who's just clueless. Then he'll say, you know what, sweetie, you got a leaky roof. I'll go fix it. I'll go hire. I'll call anybody random off of the internet and send them over to your house and I'll pay for it. So you got to have one or the other. Either he helps solves the problem for you and you pay out of pocket, or he solves the problem and pay out of pocket himself. It's just one or the other. You know what I'm saying? But a boyfriend supposed to make your life better, not worse. And again, if he has improved your life, all right, and let's get rid of the bedroom. Let's get rid of the bedroom. I got to get rid of the bedroom. Okay? Get rid of the bedroom. I'm telling you, getting D is easy. We're in the position for women. And I'm telling you, women, we're in a position in today's time where the D is not an issue. It really isn't. The P is the issue for men because they can't get it. Women are especially modern women. Modern women are getting into are now doing for themselves, and they're doing their own thing to the point where it's not an issue. But men are constantly on the hunt for the P. It's so much in abundance for us and for women for the D that it should never be an issue for a woman. It should never be an issue. So we are going to talk as if that's never an issue. If any of you women having problems finding a D, I don't care what you look like. I don't care what your size is. I'm telling you, if I can see these 600 and something women with men who are willing to lay down with them. If I can see these women with men, no one in my chat should have a problem getting laid. Okay, if you're a woman, none of y'all should. None of y'all. The P has always been powerful since the beginning of time. Look at Adam Eve. True, the fat pack yak. Lion Blue says, I know I'm going through it too. Just be like, hey, I'm here. I still care. Oh, you talking to Tommy? Yeah. So that's that. All right. So what was I about to say? Okay. So when you're in a relationship with a man, I told you, don't get into a serious relationship with a man unless he's husband material. And this is the vetting part, okay? This is the vetting part. If you're going to vet a guy to see if he's someone you want to be in a serious relationship with, to see if it will lead to marriage, he has to pass that vetting process. He has to. And the vetting process is, one, he wants marriage. Two, I gave you guys that list on my videos. That video is still up there on the type of questions to ask men to see if they are husband material. Stop wasting your time with men who say they are traditional, but they act like modern men. But the thing about it is that men, also, let me be fair to men. It goes both ways. But the reason why I don't talk about that too much is because it's really easy to be an asset to your man, to where if you're improving his life. See, I'm going to tell you something. Every relationship I've been in, right? I have never seen an exception to this rule. And I don't mean to be anecdotal, but if any men in here listening to me tell me that I'm missing something, let me know. But ladies, listen up. If you want to make a man's life easier, this is all you got to do. Cook his food, not take out, cook his food. Have his food ready. Wash his clothes. And just tidy up the house and give him some nook, not every day, 3 times a week at the max. At the max. Did you 1, 2, 3? Did you say 3? This many fingers. You ain't gotta be doing something every day now, unless it's real good and you're gonna want it every day. Then that kind of weighing down. But let's be realistic. 3 times a day, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, right? And he will miss you if you even go away on the weekend. Just leave him on the weekend. Say, I'm going with my girlfriends. We're gonna go on a cruise, baby. You're gonna be okay. I love you. And then you go 3 days away. Just 3 days. You come back, you see takeout boxes, the house is a mess, okay, and he already got a pile of dirty clothes in the corner already. He has been miserable without you for 3 days, okay? So that's why I don't talk about how you can make a man's life better. It's easy. It is super easy. I can do the stuff in my sleep. And I'm telling you, you, men are not hard. Men are not hard to please. The reason why men find it somewhat hard to please women is because they have their head up their butt all the time. They don't listen. You men just don't listen. You really don't. And I think when you really look at men who really know how to capitalize on women, who know how to who don't have problems with women, these are men who study women. Men who master women, men who actually observe women. They observe how they act as a group. They observe how they act individually. They observe how they act when they're around their parents versus when they're around you. They actually see a variety of women and how they behave. And instead of these men simping all the time, why won't you let me love you? Nobody wants a simp. Okay? But they want a best friend. And there's a big difference. When dating, take your poon off the table, let him know you are more than the body. 90% of the guys will show you after the first 3-4 days who they truly are, unless they play. I hope my girls are not giving it up the first 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dates. I swear, ladies, you give it up that sweet, you deserve everything you get. You deserve everything you get. It is not hard keeping your legs closed. And listen, I don't know why you ladies have a problem. Okay? With telling men what you want. But then again, you the type of women who should never date. I'm just being honest. Brutally honest. If you can't open your mouth and use your words and say, I'm looking for a man with marriage, I'm telling you, it cuts down on the headache. Drinking a lot of water because, as always, I put too much salt. Not always. I think once a week I do this. Once a week I put too much salt on my food. I need to stop doing that. But I must admit, it only happens once a week. And today is that day. I was doing good until today. But thank God for water because that prevents you having high blood pressure. But that's why y'all see me drinking all this water. Because of that. What I was about to say. Yeah. So that's the thing, ladies. You don't open your mouth to tell men what it is that you're looking for. Just say, hey, listen, you fine, or I can tell you like me, but I'm just letting you know I'm a traditional woman, and if you're looking to have sex with me, it's not going to happen because I'm only interested in men who are looking for marriage. As soon as you say the M word, a lot of these men should just start melting like the Wicked Witch of the West. Okay? They should start melting. She said the M word. I love that these toxic manosphere guys are out there. Well, I never ran into such a man in real life, actually. They're only online. Okay? That I have seen them. But down here in Georgia, I don't know such men. But then again, I don't hang around damaged goods and these old crazy men. I don't hang around them. They're not in my real life down here. But women, you should just be honest what you're looking for. Just tell them straight out. It ain't gonna happen. So then when they try, you go stop, and then you go, what did I tell you? You thought I was strict. And they will leave. They will go away. Anyway, but boyfriends, I think if you have gotten yourself in a situation where you are in a relationship with a man that you did not vet properly, and he's not interested in marrying you, if you're interested in marriage, because I got a lot of liberal women listening to me, by the way. I don't know why y'all listening to me, heifers. I am not here for you. You guys are opening your legs on a third date. What's wrong with you, hoes? Anyway, the thing about it is that if you got yourself in a situation where you're dating a man that you did not vet properly, you need to get an exit plan, or go ahead and say, hey, are we interested in, are you gonna, where is this relationship going? I need a progress report. Do you see me as a potential wife? If he says, I think it's a little too early, then say, okay, baby. Just pat him on his head and say, okay, and then start having your exit plan. Get rid of him. Ladies, when I tell you you're not in a position where you have to be settled with this one guy. Now, I'm not talking about, let me be honest with you guys, okay? If you're the type of woman that will call into Kevin Samuels' show, I'm not talking to you. You do not apply to anything I have said, okay? You women are on a whole nother level, okay? You are beneath all of us. That's why you need Kevin, because we don't, here at Just Treat 411, we don't deal with you type of women, okay? Woo! Child, I cannot, oh, girl. And also, like I said, I'm here for traditional women. So we also have these women who are calling themselves conservatives, and there's nothing conservative about them. Nothing. There's nothing conservative about them. They think they're conservative just because they believe in Jesus. That don't make you conservative. So anyway, you're going to have to get out that relationship, because there's no way you're going to find Mr. Right when you got Mr. Do for now. And if you are in a position where you have multiple men pursuing you, you have to get rid of the distractions of the men that just will never make the cut. Okay? So there's that. But see, the reason why, and let me just say this for these men crying about women. Do you understand how many gullible women there are in this world? How is it that y'all haven't met these whole stupid women? And it's a lot of stupid women. A lot. And I'm sitting there saying, how y'all crying about women when I see I see a lot of dumb women. I mean, stupid, desperate, naive women. How y'all complaining about not getting laid? That also mind blows. Because, hold on, let me just say this. Knowing that we as women are in powerful positions today, I think women will never be in a powerful position like this ever again. Because, by the way, this too shall pass, but it's not going to pass it's going to stay like this for the next 10 years. And I think after that, it's going to go downhill real quick. Because just like the whole thing for black folks, that's going to go downhill real quick. See, I'm going to tell you how you can tell. Right now, you know how I just showed you guys, I just put married white American couples and a whole bunch of black people coming on here. See, when you see people pushing other people on you, it makes you hate those type of people even more. It makes you just go, if I see another Negro, So it's just like the fat acceptance movement. And I remember when BBW started coming up. I remember that. BBW was in the 90s. And at the time, it was a novelty. Now, BBW today is not like the BBW when it first got started. Okay. Like, see, BBW was a little bit like your thick women, your real, not your morbidly obese women. They were not classified. You were too big to be in the BBW, believe it or not. Now I believe you could be 900 pounds and be a BBW. Anyway, so it was like a small niche and it was cute. But then when it got to the point where you're now calling me a fat phobia, I'm not scared of fat, baby. Maybe I'm scared of fat on myself. Hold on, I am. I'm fat phobic with myself. But it's a wildebeest, a whale. If I see a whale in person, I'm not scared. I'm not afraid. But now it's gotten to the point where in today's age, people are bombarding us with fat acceptance, which is obese acceptance. And now you see disgusting women like Lizzo taking nude pictures, but she's so big that her fat and her gut can hide her parts. That looks disgusting. But if you want to sit up here and push stuff that we find repulsive in an attempt to make us accept this, makes us hate it even more. So in the end, the prejudice against fat people will be 20 times greater than before. The same thing with black folks, all right? And even innocent black people like myself are going to suffer behind it, which I have already. I told you about my situation with the whole realtor lady. When she figured out that I was an upstanding citizen, she was like, oh, I didn't even have to come here. When you constantly put like Black Lives Matter and the black people this and then you're blackwashing all these historians, you turn a queen, whatever her name is, into a black woman when she was straight white woman. Henry the VIII did not marry no black woman. Stop it. Then you make it emperors black. Then you put a black, you turn a Superman black. You turn Spider-Man black. This stuff is getting on not only black folks' nerves for some of us, but it's getting on white folks' nerves. Like, why can't y'all have your own stuff? Since we claim to be kings and sheep. So then, if there was racism, let's say for instance that racism was at like 5%. When all this over, racism gonna be at a good 20%. People gonna get tired of it. Black people just get away with so much, and all they get is a slap on the wrist. People tired of that. People are tired of the favoritism. Yeah, Anne. I'm sorry. Did I call her Elizabeth? Yeah, Queen Anne, black. Stop it. Y'all lose y'all mind if they turn T'Challa white. Anyhow, so it's going, and now the whole women power, they doing the same thing with women. So you got the fat phobia. I'm sorry, no matter how many times you put fat people in my face, I'm not gonna go, oh, that's sexy. It doesn't happen. So you got that with the Transformers, the fat girls, black folks, and women. You turn in male characters into female characters. You are sitting here trying to make women's sports more popular in men's sports. Good luck with that. That's not going to happen. And so you're inserting women everywhere to the point where now you got men like, I don't want to hire women. I don't want to be alone with women. I'm not going to promote women. I don't want to hear about the patriarchy and all this other stuff anymore. So now you have actually, I got to file down my nails. Now you have made it actually to the point where you really do have sexism. So you know, you should have left alone. I had a file up here somewhere. You should have left well enough alone and let people just deal with the power of association. Almost like they just trying to make the transracial a reality. I want that to take off though. I want transracial to take off because it'll basically put a more pause on this whole the trans everything else. You see what I'm saying? I like the transracial thing. Hey, if Sean King can be black, I don't see how nobody else can be whatever race they want to be. But I told you all why the black community rejected Rachel Dolezal and embraced Sean King. I told you that. For those of you who don't know why that is, the reason why the black community rejected Rachel Dolezal but still kind of accept Sean King pretending to be black is because Sean King married his black high school sweetheart. And when he became a millionaire, she came up with him and gave her 4 kids. He's still with her and he's still loyal to her. And guess what? Since the black community is a matriarchy and they're basically predominantly, overwhelmingly ran by women, the woman decides that, oh, well, he married one of us, so he get to stay pretending to be black. But Rachel Dolezal, she can't have our black man. She a white woman. How dare she try to take our black man? And that's the reason why they got rid of Rachel Dolezal and Sean King. If Rachel Dolezal was a white man pretending to be a black man, she as a he would still be pretending to be black. That's the reason why. That's why. Because black folks know Sean King ain't no daggone black man. Every time that clown gets canceled, I tell you what though, I wish that video was monetized. I would be in my nice house by now. That money, look, all of those views on that video, I go, look at all that money I got me missing out on. Okay. So, but no, that's the money I'm never gonna get paid for, because that channel is not monetized. So that's the reason why. So every time Sean King proves he's a typical white boy, they all share my video. Oh, this video was made by a right-winger about 3-4 years ago. She was spot on. Sean King didn't threaten to sue her. He know now he can't threaten to sue me. He know better. He ain't got no case because I got receipts, baby. I got receipts. But that's the case, okay? So I want that transracial too, because I consider myself a Korean, rooftop Korean. So I would love for that transracial, and I ain't gonna do nothing to change myself to look Korean. So I ain't gonna slant my eyes. I ain't gonna learn Korean. I ain't gonna learn none of that. I'm not even gonna listen to the stupid K-pop. There's not one K-pop song I know. Not one. They look too feminine. I don't like my men looking like women. I mean, they cute. They look like they look like Asian girls to me. Whatever. So anyway, I think that's covered. I think we can go into the questions now. Because I think I covered everything in reference to how to tell your boyfriend is husband material. So, yeah, you spot on tree about Korean men. Yeah. I wouldn't date him. I'll look at him like, oh, you're so pretty. Oh, look at you. That's it. That is it, baby. That's it for me. We got a couple of the girls in our Discord. Oh, somebody wanted to, I gotta email her back. We got a couple of girls who are loving Korean men. I'm like, unless they got muscles, I'm not interested, dude. Because if you're going to be that short, you got to overcompensate for something. I'm just being honest. Or I'm like, you're going to be short. I got to see, you're going to have to be short with muscles for me to say, oh, yeah. But you just can't be short and thin and look pretty. Might as well get a girl. Might as well get a girl if you're going to do that. Thank you, Kaylin. Kaylin and I said the same thing. Said you might as well get a girl. Great minds think alike. So I'm saying, that's why I had a crush, even though he was dead, but I still had a crush on Bruce Lee. See, that's a man. That's a man. That's a man. See? But I'm like, nah, dude. You're going to have to... Not at all. All right, ladies. So, do we have any questions? What is... My hair is so long that... Can you guys see how long it is in the video? No, you can't. Yeah, my hair is, I got on some shorts today, okay? And my hair is down here, is tickling the back of my thigh as I sit here. I do have some good news. The exposed video where I clown Carolyn Barastinko is monetized, and so it will be released Monday. Oh God, that video is 2 weeks old. That video is 2 weeks old because I've been so busy trying to do that video. But it's long too. It's 34-minute long. So get ready for that. Get ready for that. Okay, so let's do the question and answer. Do we have any questions before I go into the question and answers? Let it run away. Let you all that stuff up. Oh, I can't wait for the expo. Yeah, man, oh God. Shadow Horse, wait till you see this video, baby. My daughter's hair is past her butt, and sometimes it falls in the toilet with, oh God. I would never have my hair that long. As a matter of fact, I don't like it this long. So when fall gets here, I will trim it back to the middle of my back. I normally never have my hair, but I must admit I'm having fun. I always love my hair being long, but I need to go ahead and plait it, but I gotta oil my scalp before I plait it. So, there's that. Can't wait for Monday. Your exposures are classic. Yeah, this one is funny on Dion. I made sure this one was funny. So that's the reason why it took so long, because I wanted it to be funny as well as exposing her. Like, all of my Candace Owens videos are not funny. I'm brutally coming for her. I mean, brutally. But this one, I come for Carolyn. And I'm funny. I imitate her voice like that. I talk, when I do her voice, I talk like that. Can you donate your hair to? I don't want nobody having my hair. I can, I won't. No one is worthy of my hair. When I cut my hair, I burn it. I burnt the part I cut. I don't ever want no one to have my hair. Just like no one deserved my organs. I take very good care of my body. I'm not an organ donor. No way, baby. No. They are also very picky about their hair donations. That's fine because they're not getting mine anyway. Even if they wanted it, they're not getting it. I hear people can put a curse on you if they have your hair from. Actually, that is a voodoo. That is a voodoo thing I've seen. I don't know if it works, but I don't want other people to have my energy. I love the two brain reference when you clown Paul Joseph Watson for not vetting conduct. Yeah. That's why I don't like him to this day. Yeah, I don't want other people to have my energy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said there's a lot going into dreadlocks. There's a lot going into this. Dreadlocks is a lot. There's a lot going into these things. So it's like, these are like, it's a lot of esoteric meaning into it. So this has got my energy in my hair. That's why I burn it when I cut, like, I probably cut like, let's see. Yeah, so all of this will get cut. Like this part right here, this right here probably get cut. So yeah, and I just burn it, I go into the backyard, dig a little hole, put the hair in there, and then like pour a little lighter fluid on it, just set it on fire and let it just burn. Because I don't want no one having my energy. So Tree be sounding like some old heads I know. Some people burn their hair. Well, we didn't know. Listen, I know the power of hair. That's what y'all talking about. Hey, Tree, will you do a take on Bill Cosby release? No, I don't care. When Bill Cosby was locked up, I never talked about it. I don't care. Here's the deal. If you take pills from a man, I don't care what happened to you after that. Sorry. I was taught never to take anything from a man. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. True story. And this is why I'll never take anything from a woman either. When I was in college, we all had got our checks from working on campus, doing a student. What was that? What was a student assistant job or something like that? So our what did we like to do every month? Every month, I think it was the third month, was drive to Macon, Georgia, and go to the mall out there, and go buy some shoes or some other stuff out there. Blah blah blah. It was just a girls' night out. I had allergies. I still have allergies, but during that time, the allergies were really bothering me. I was like, achoo, 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 achoo. When I improved my diet, it's not as bad, but back then it was really bad. So one of my female friends was like, "Oh, you got some allergies? I got something that's going to help for you. It's your allergies." So she gave me a Benadryl. I've never taken that before, ever in my life. So my dumb ass, of course I'm young, so I'm dumb, I took it. I slept in the car drive from Fort Valley all the way to Macon, too drowsy to go walk, and I laid in that car asleep. When it wore off, 5 hours later, I cussed my friend out. And ever since then, I mean, we still stay friends, because back then you could cuss your friends out and they'll still be friends. You know, not, as I got older, it takes a minute. If I cuss you out, it's going to take a couple of days. But I was so mad because now I have to wait an entire month before we go up there and do that shopping again. But I learned a lesson. I learned never trust. I would never take a pill or anything from a strange female friend. But this was my road dog. This was one of my females. We were tight. I said I'll never take a pill from another female friend again. Ever, ever, ever. So I'm thinking, like, if I learned that lesson, how come these women who are going to Cosby don't, especially that one white woman who took three pills? You stupid. She talking about something. I took 3 pills. He said they my buddies. And so I took them. Now, I believe Judge Joe Brown that that's what they did. They took drugs. They were promiscuous, all this other stuff. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. I believe he did. But like I said, I don't care. Like I said, when you put yourself in a situation that will bring, and I know this sounds heartless, I don't care. But when you put yourself in a situation that will bring about those type of effects, I lose interest. I'm not saying that what he did was justified. Absolutely no. But you should know better, grown ass woman. Okay? You should know better. Hey, take 3 Quaaludes. Here's some Quaaludes. Here's 3 of them. Oh, great. I don't know what my name is. I feel a little woozy. I think I'm going to lay down and take a nap. And then Bill Cosby like, down, wow, meow, 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 meow. What you think was going to happen? Drugs are bad. Okay. He was hypocritical to other black comedians though, but I get the message he was trying to preach. I love how you pronounce woman whammon. Oh, okay. Hearing something outside. Was she like, did it help the allergies though? Obviously, it's going to help your allergies if you sleeping through it. How did I do, like, come on now. I hate and ever since then, I'll never speak highly of Benadryl. Like, what is the cure for, look, so Benadryl helps your allergies by knocking you out so you sleeping through all of it? That makes no sense. That thing is so silly. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Let me read these questions. I'm just a talking. I'm a talking. By the way, I got one more thing to share with you guys before I get into these questions. Hold on a second. Okay. So you guys remember when I said I was trying to get my the men population down and the women population up because all these men from the manosphere were joining was subscribing to my account, and then when I would look at the analytics, they were all coming from the broken pill community. Well, the good news and bad news, the good news, bad news, then bad good news is this. The good news is that I got it to be, because at first it was 92% men. And then I think it was something like a 7% women. Oh, it was terrible. So after just constantly focus on women, it went down to 70 something men and then 20 something women. But I still had the broken pill community reference in the analytics. And I'm happy to say, but also sad to say, that now the broken pill are no longer in my analytics anymore. So that means that the most of the audience are right leaning. But guess what? The women declined, the men increased. So I'm just going to let it stay like that. I don't know why that happened, but the channels that are on the analytics are Ben Shapiro, the Hodge twins, and well, shoot, let me go look at it. Hold on. I could tell it to you right off the bat. Let me just tell it to you. Hold on a second. It's so crazy. This is so funny, right? Okay, hold on a second. Let me tell it to you. My love. Still you took your love away. Here we go. Oh, Young Ripper is number 1, honey, y'all. Look at that. Okay. Young Ripper is number 1. Lauren Chen is number 2. The Hodge twins is number 3. The Amazing Lucas is number 4. You clowns are still subscribed to Amazing Lucas. That's why y'all be crying in my damn chat. But you still subscribe to him. Number 5 is Matt Christian. I can't stand that white boy. I can't stand him. I hate him. The other number 6 is Actual Justice Warrior. Number 7 is Milo. You want to know what number 8 is? It's a black woman. Who want to guess what number 8 is? Where's my chat? Chat, guess who's number 8? It's a black woman. Who want to guess who's number 8? No. Nope. It's not. No. No. Nope. I'm going to give y'all a hint. She ain't on the right. She's actually a liberal. She's actually, she used to be pro-black. But apparently I was like, why is she on my analytics? I went to her channel. Oh boy, she has changed. Nope, not Kate Black. She's for interracial dating. So I'm like, oh, she's now for interracial dating. I'm gonna count to 10. If you can't, Amazing Lucas fans were in your chat doing a Carice. Were they? 10, 9. There you go, Grace. Grace got it. Grace got Cynthia G. Cynthia G is in my analytics. Hold on. Let me show it to you, just in case y'all don't believe it. Hold on. Let me go I'm gonna take a screenshot of it. Now, I was saying, why is she in my analytics? Hold on, let me show it to you guys. Hold on, I'm gonna take a screenshot so you guys can see. I'm saying, why is this chick in my analytics? It looks so crazy because so I went to her channel because that just confused me. I said, I'm confused there's nothing pro-black about my content. But guess what? It's not about the fact that I'm pro-black. It's because, you know, I have a lot of white Oh shit, what did I get rid of? I got rid of something I wasn't supposed to get rid of. Okay. Isn't it crazy? So, here's the deal. Cynthia G is anti-black men. And apparently, the women who watch her like to watch me, even though I am a right-winger who don't care about the black men from the black community. And I talk so much crap about black men from the black community. See, I make a caveat. I'm like, hey, I make an exception. Sorry, I make an exception to the rule. I go, listen, women do not deal with black men who are part of the manosphere, who are part of the broken pill community, and who's a part of the community, period. Leave these idiots alone. And I'll use her words, Dusties. When did she change, Grace? When did she change? So I don't deal with the black community. I don't talk about them. I talk about them, but not in a good way. So, of course, I'm going to be like, listen, you need to stop thinking that you're going to get with these men. You need to be more open-minded and date any race. And if you find yourself a good right-wing or conservative black man, good on you. But don't be exclusively black men. You're going to be lonely for life. So I went to her channel because I was confused. I'm like, Cynthia G. And boy, she changed. I guess having a baby by that damn no good baby making Rob. I guess that make anybody hate black men, huh? I think around 2019, I don't watch her, but David Carroll will always talk about her in the Rabbit Hole production. I said, wait a minute, you had a baby by a black man. I said, he must not be taking care of that baby because she is, she hates, she go. It is the most amazing thing ever. I'm like, wow, she's really going in on black men. If you guys listen, there's a lot of black men who go in on black women. If y'all want to hear the opposite of that, first of all, I don't recommend her channel because we're right wingers. She's a liberal. We do not have the same content. But apparently the black women from her channel are now subscribing to my channel. So that's why she's in my analytics. But she goes in on these Negroes, boy. She be going in on them. And it's be funny. And you got the man, that's the baby man, they don't do nothing. If the woman wants to be in her submissive position, then these dusty beta males need to daggone take up and be alpha. But I don't understand why these dusty beta males want to sit up here and talk about how Zaddy is doing it. She has a point sometimes. I think she has a point all the time, actually. Don't tell I say that because I don't want her to think we are allies. We'll never be allies. But she don't say coons anymore, though. That's the thing. She don't say dusty beta male coons anymore. She took the coon out. I listened to 3, I think, except for the Tariq Nasheed. I'm so over that. I'm like, that's their little feud. But I listened to a couple of her videos where she had a trash bag. She had trash bags this was a while back. She had she had trash bags in the video pic. I have to admit, I didn't disagree with anything she said. I was listening and I was like, God damn. I hear no lies. No lies detected. No, seriously. I was like, I listened to that video and I was like, okay, yeah. See, the reason why, the reason, and this fight between her and Tariq Nasheed, see, you got these men, they be clowning each other. They be clowning each other. Now, that must admit, if y'all want to see people, y'all think I clown people? Look at black people clown each other. She did Tariq with a makeup facial. He got lipstick and blush and everything. And then Tariq did a song. I think he did a song. And the damn song stayed in my head all day long, called that Bang Yang. That was the most ghetto-ass song I have heard in my life, and that says a lot. And the way they go after each other, I'm like, I hope I don't ever want to get in their crosshairs ever. Dude. Now, don't get me wrong, I'll get dirty with them. But, you know what I'm saying? I'll get dirty with them. I will, but I don't want to get in a Negro fight because I want to keep Negroes away, okay? But I was shocked that I'm listening to a Cynthia G video and I'm going, she got a point. Oh yeah, she's telling the truth. Facts, black people do that. That's why I'm always thinking of clapbacks. Oh yeah, if y'all want some good clapbacks, go listen to them doing it to each other. Go listen to any black person roast. See, here's the deal. When black people roast each other, that's mine. You got the cream of the crop. But when black people roast other races, it's good, but it's not as good when we roast each other, when we clown each other, baby, it's on and popping, baby. Look. When I listen to them roast each other, I'm like, oh, damn, that is some good shit right there, girl. Damn. Oh, man, that's good. That's how I am. I'm like, whoa, black on black clowning is like the dozens. Exactly, but more hardcore and soul draining. It's like Comedy Central roast, but actually funny. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, dude, I don't want to get into that. I just want to listen to the message, and so that's that. All right, let me stop. But I just want to show y'all. I just want to give y'all that good news. Bad news is that I got I successfully got the broken pill out of my analytics, and now those losers are not subscribed to my channel, and the ones that are subscribed are actually muted. Nobody can hear them or see them, so they're just keeping my numbers up. And now I'm no longer in the red. I lost about 22,000 subscribers, so I have to say that all of these stupid Manosphere guys that I got from that Tommy Lauren video, I would have to say most left. Not all of them, because you're going to have some that's going to still be thirsty. Even if they're banned, they'll still stay subscribed. But I'm happy to say that they have left, and that now I'm having some people just join organically because they like to. But they're men. They're men from the right, though. They're right-wing men. Okay, let me get to the questions. Okay, here we go. And we only have 4 questions here. So, and I'm so happy to say that my video, my editor is still around. So I'm gonna pick one of these so he can do a video on it. Okay, here we go with the first one. Y'all ready? Get ready, chat. All right. Here's the question. I've been a tomboy growing up and always had mostly male friends, but I've always wanted female friends, but it seems like none of them like me because I've had a hard time connecting. I find this so sad to think about because I keep seeing all those big groups of girlfriends. I never had that. What can I do to change this? I want to go out on a girls' night and have drinks and hang out. I feel like I've had enough hanging out with guys because we just don't share the same interests anymore. Even the small gossiping and shopping I see other girls do make me feel like I missed out on that. I only have one girlfriend, but we rarely hang out, and it always feel like she's closer to any other friends of hers. She will post stories with them, comment on their photos, wish them happy birthday publicly on social media, but I wouldn't know how she's with them when they hang out and if she's actually just enjoys their company more than mine. What do you suggest I do? You have masculine energy. That's all that is. I think if you look at these girls, I bet you they all have a gay male friend that's flamboyant too. It's all about your energy, you know what I'm saying? Girly girls and girls that love other girls, you have to have a girl kind of energy. You admit that you used to be a tomboy, but now that you have grown out of the interests of men groups and you want to be around women groups, you're going to have to had some feminine energy about you. And the reason I know this because when I'm around those type of groups, I am in feminine mode. Not always though, because I don't always hang around those women. I don't like a lot of women. They get on my nerves. But when I think about in college and my young adult life, I used to do the group of female things when we would go to the club. But then as I got older, I only wanted to have one female friend or 2 at the most. Because when you get a group of female friends, it's going to be drama. But anyway, you want to experience this. You're going to have to fem it up. You're going to have to see, and I don't know if that's something you like, but you're going to have to get into makeup. You're going to have to get into hairstyles. You're going to have to get into clothes. You're going to have to get into those. So if you really want this, you're going to have to get into the things that you don't normally like to get into. So you're going to have to get into the group things that women like to do. Anybody can gossip. Straight men gossip, honey. It's not a feminine thing, okay? And trust me, they gossip worse than women. But you have to get that feminine energy for women to want to include you in there. Your friend who likes to be with other girls, I bet you if you look at the stuff that they share on social media, they probably share stupid stuff like, this is what I ate today. Okay? Oh, this is my makeup, you know what I'm saying? They do feminine things that a woman who has a tomboy thing in her consider like, ew, this is stupid. You're going to have to feminine it up. You just going to, do you really want to be around these women? Okay. So what type of women do you want to be around? Do you want to be around girly girls or do you want to be around women? Because if you just want to be around women, you can find women who are butchy or do masculine things and they're just a bunch of women. It just depends, girl. I don't know. But yeah, you still have that masculine energy because women don't want women don't want the male energy around them when they're around a group. This is why I said I bet you all these women have a flamboyant or a feminine gay male around them. So it's not about the gender, it's about the energy. And if you don't have that female girly energy, okay, and let me tell you something, you should be able to switch it off. You should be able to home in on your gifts. Like, I don't like women groups like that. So, but I can get into that group and be a chameleon and get in there and do the feminine thing easily. You could just turn it on and off, okay? That's what I suggest you do, but then you're gonna realize you don't really want it after a while. But sometimes you gotta get what you want to realize you didn't want it. And then that's that. Let me see what my chat's saying. Maybe find a masculine energy. Yeah, exactly. Hold on a second. Oh, John made a donation. Do you like goth boys? I'm a sucker for. No, why would I like some goth boys? Yuck. Hold on. I like having a lot of female acquaintances in college, but I have a few close female friends. Tree, is JLP in your algorithm? No. That's a very good question. Jesse Lee Peterson is not in my algorithm at all. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Maybe that's changed. No. He's not in there. I don't know why he's not in there either. Men gossip more than women. I believe that. Go where women are. Sephora. She can go there if she want to, but if she doesn't have feminine energy, it's not going to matter. She doesn't have feminine energy. Female. I'm definitely not a girly girl, but I don't think I'm a total tomboy. However, I usually don't like dressing up, wearing makeup, and yeah, you would not blend into those type of female groups. Chris said that was random. Goth men are usually androgynous in fashion, and I've never been attracted to. I've never been attracted to goth boys. They're the same as small Asian men. You might as well deal with girls. I'm a total tomboy. I found a friend that is the same. Quality over quantity is best. See, there you go. So you're going to have to find. So there you go. Just have to find a girl that just has that type of energy you have. Because I'm telling you, it's like, I don't like being in those type of groups. Now, a female that's a girly girl, fine. But to have a whole bunch of them, I'd be bored out my mind, girl. You really aren't missing anything, I'm telling you. All right, so let's go to the next question. She needs to go to softball and soccer games. All right, let's go to the next question. Hey, Tree, I'm 27 years old, and I've just gotten engaged to my boyfriend of 2 years, who's also 27. We had dated for around a year before he popped the question. I need some advice. Before us, he had been in a serious relationship for over 4 years. Things had ultimately gotten bitter between them due to her not prioritizing him enough. They eventually ended things on an okay note. The problem is he doesn't have much close friends, and the one circle he has, he shares it with her, his ex, meaning that all the parties, gatherings, groups, calls, she will always be there. So I trust him a lot, but I am a practical person. I believe that it's possible for humans to find connection between themselves all over again. What? Wait a minute now. I don't know about your man. I don't have no revolving door. When you're out, you're out. You don't come back in. Some women have revolving doors. Some men have revolving doors. You have to find out his dating history. If he has dated a woman in the past and dated her again after they broken up, then you got something to worry about. But if he has dated a woman in the past and never dated her again, you got nothing to worry about. That's that. You have some people who have a revolving door in their lives. I don't have that. When you out forever. But that doesn't mean that he's that way. Okay. I can't shake this off at all. These interactions of theirs, just her being present in the same meet up, group calls, parties, make me incredibly unhappy. And I end up being upset and quiet for a few days. You so immature, girl. Grow up. I end up being quiet for days over it and not talking to him because of it. You grow up. Grow up. What an immature, passive-aggressive thing to do. I hate when people do that. That passive-aggressive. If it's such a problem, leave them then. I have tried to accept it. No, you haven't. Stop lying. But it's not possible for me to shove away those thoughts of what if. I am usually all right after some time. But within those hours or days, he keeps asking me what's wrong. And your stupid ass up here, nothing wrong, nothing wrong. I hate you kind of women. I would never accept that in no man. And you know I can't stand that in no women. That's just a sign of immaturity. It makes me think, why is he marrying you? I don't care if you get mad. Grow up. Use your words, girl. Use your words. Tell my son, ain't nothing wrong. What's wrong? Obviously something wrong. You're insecure. You're insecure also. You have low self-esteem. I don't want to tell him the truth because that will mean that he knows I will be terribly upset every single time he goes and spend time with his close friend circle. He doesn't deserve these feelings of guilt when he hasn't done anything wrong. Yet still you, oh God. Oh girl, you are damaged goods. Why did you email me this? Go to counseling, girl. You are insecure. You have low self-esteem issues. Here's the deal, okay? Here's the deal. You either join the group because you can't trust him, or you get over the fact that this woman, he has not given you any indications that he is going back to this chick. Yet still, you're so insecure. This woman must be drop dead gorgeous, okay? She must be drop dead gorgeous every time you're tripping because he's in a group, not meeting her together, not meeting her alone. He's in a group. You keep using a group cut. This is what I'm saying. She's not alone there. You can bring your butt to these things too, because look what the words you're using. Parties, gatherings, group calls, Zoom calls. What else? You said something else too. Meetups. This means that this is a place where you can come to, but you don't. Now, it makes me think that you don't because she either is better than you, look better than you, have a better personality than you. And you don't think that you meet up. And therefore, you probably think that if you actually come with him to these events, that he will probably size you up and go, damn. I could have had her. I'm about to say an old joke. I could have had a V8. That is so dated. Look at what I done went to. But you don't realize that he asked you to marry him. He ain't marrying her. He asking you, and you about to marry him with this baggage. You better go get some counseling. I really don't think highly of you because I don't like passive aggressive attitudes. That right there is one of my triggers. I can't stand when men do it. But when a woman does it too, I can't stand it either. Because you are getting angry at a man and he doesn't even know what's wrong. So now you making them think like, well, what did I do? You know, we already know men are already dumb as it is. And now you making them just second guess themselves. You know what I'm saying? And this has nothing to do with him. This has everything to do with you, because you could go with him to these parties. You could participate in these gatherings, but you just don't. So that's your problem. I don't know if somebody has hurt you in the past. I don't know if somebody has cheated on you in the past. That's what this sounds like, to the point where you now don't trust your man in a group that has his ex-girlfriend who wasn't even paying attention to him in the first place. So you're saying that the reason they ended, things had ultimately gotten better between the between them due to her not prioritizing him. How you know she don't have another man by now? Stupid, man. This is what I'm talking about, man. You guys are so silly. Talking about something. OnlyFans. These women don't want me. Look, this is a dumb woman right here. I can't. She got a good man who wants to marry her, and she's still stuck on his ex being in a big old group of other people. Girl, bye. You don't deserve no man. You gonna mess this relationship up. I wouldn't even. He gonna. Boy, and you don't say you got insecurities here. You're insecure to the core. This is like, get over it. Go seek counseling. Go get over the hurt that you experienced in the past, because this is stupid. You're bringing baggage into this relationship, and you're so damaged because of it. You're gonna sit up here and not talk to him for a couple of days for something that has nothing to do with him. This is like, that's so immature, girl. You 27 years old and you acting like you 16. That's what teenage girls should do. I should slap you. You should be slapped, seriously. You're 27 years old. 27. You a grown ass woman acting like this. If I was you, I would tell him that you are insecure and that you get angry with yourself for being jealous of him going to these parties and gatherings and this, that, and the other, because you don't think you are good enough to keep him, that he's going to go back to his ex who basically neglected him in the first place. All right, girl. You know what I'm saying? This is silly. But okay. This is totally your fault. So that's what I got to say about that. This is totally your fault. Absolutely your fault. See what my chat's saying. All right. Yeah, exactly, Miss Midnight. Counseling. Definitely got to go to counseling. She is trying to guilt him into staying home. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a very good point. She's trying to guilt him to stay. She's trying to guilt him to stay home. So she's doing that passive aggressive stuff. So he's like, oh, every time I leave, she getting upset. I hope he never does it. You know what? I hope he cheats on you. Ooh, then you got a reason. Hold up, but I hope he don't cheat on you with the ex-girlfriend. I hope he cheat on you with a new girl. So now you can have a reason to be passive aggressive. See, if you're gonna be passive aggressive, at least have a reason. You just punishing this man for nothing. You punishing this man for nothing. So I hope he cheats on you. I really do. Nah. Grow up. I can't stand that, and I can't stand passive aggressiveness. I can't stand it. All right, let's go to the third question. We got two more, and this one's third one. All right. Okay, here we go. About 2 years ago, when my boyfriend and I were living together in an apartment and in a relationship, he went to go visit his mom for the weekend. Well, oh, I remember this one. This is good. Oh, taters, you're gonna want to listen to this one. This is a good one. I'm sorry. I'm gonna read it all over again. All right, we got a next question. All right, here we go. About 2 years ago, when my boyfriend and I were living together in an apartment and in a relationship, he went to go visit his mom for the weekend. When he came back to our apartment, he was showing me pictures on his phone. My eye was intuitively drawn to a thumbnail of a video. Going off a hunch, I grabbed the phone and tried to play the video. That was a bad move, I know, but my intuition never fails. He immediately snatched the phone out of my hand and got super defensive. We actually wrestled over his phone, then we argued about it. He refused to show me the video. Well, looks like he won that wrestling match. Eventually, he said his friend John sent him a video of himself and the woman hooking up sexually. My boyfriend kept saying, I don't want you to see my best friend's D. Did y'all hear this? He don't want her to see the video because he don't want to see it. Come on, you really believe this? Woo! Okay. I didn't believe this for a second. Good for you, because that was a straight up lie. He don't want you to see his best friend's D. The next day, he pulled his friend John into the situation and had his friend John call me to tell me the video wasn't of my boyfriend, but of him. I asked John to just send me a thumbnail of the video and I'll believe it. The thumbnail he sent did not match the thumbnail in my boyfriend's phone. Good thinking, girl. Now, I'm going to clown you because this happened 2 years ago. You still with him, so you're stupid. Just want to let you know that. You smart, but you're dumb also. You can be two things at one time. Because, you smart enough to ask for evidence and you saw that it didn't match up, but your dumb ass is still with this man. You's an idiot. Okay, let's see. The thumbnail he sent did not match the thumbnail in my boyfriend's phone. Since I couldn't prove it, I decided to believe it. Fast forward 2 years to the present time today. We still have a rocky relationship. No! You mean to tell me that the video that your first of all, it takes a step. It takes a certain type of man to record himself sexually hooking up with other women while he's in a relationship. That takes a certain type of. Okay, I gotta say something that's not TOS-y. He's a POS, okay? But you're stupid too for being with him. Like attract like. Anyway, we still have a rocky relationship, but have made progress and seem to be a bit happier with each other and a little more trusting. Lies. This is a bunch of lies you're typing down. But something has been feeling off. Yeah, until yesterday, I haven't been through my boyfriend's phone in at least 6 months. I got that voice of intuition again, telling me to check his phone. Really now? I checked it and saw a message from John. My boyfriend texted John, college 37 got on me about us vacationing together. She'd rather it be just me and her. Well, we'll go somewhere with you and your girl another time. To which John replied, is she still mad at me for lying for you? I know she low-key didn't believe us. My hands started shaking. I confronted my boyfriend about it. He claimed that the video was of a girl who was touching herself. I was upset, obviously. I asked why would he think it was okay to send that to him. I'm so lost. How did we get from texting about going on a vacation to a video? Hold on, did I miss something here? Okay, I've confronted my boyfriend about it. He claimed that the video was of a girl who was touching herself. I was upset, obviously. I asked why would she think it was okay to send that to him? And he said, oh, I was probably liking her pictures or something. I still think that's a lie. And then said that he doesn't live in the past anymore and it was long ago. Oh, he's talking about the video. Why did you bring that up today? That's 2 years ago. If you let it go 2 years ago, why are you bringing it up now? It was a long time ago. It doesn't matter. And I'm not the same person anymore. All cards on the table. This isn't the only lie I've caught my boyfriend telling me. Really? Girl, you are just shocking me. I swear. I'm clutching my invisible pearls. Oh my goodness. You're an idiot. What you mean? He just showed you what he's all about 2 years ago. Your dumbass is still with him now. Well, I do think he's trying to be a more honest person. Cope. Taking that oxygen of copium. What I do think he's trying to be a more honest person. Cope. I'm beginning to question if the relationship is worth the mental distress of not knowing when someone is being honest with me and if they're taking me for granted. You're being taken for granted, but you like it. What are your thoughts? You're an idiot. You're a doormat. Your man is cheating and you're stupid enough to stay with him when you catch him. You caught a video of another woman on his phone. And he said that was a video of him and his best friend. Now you find out that he says he changed the story because men are not really good liars. You know what I'm saying? So now you found out that he lied and it wasn't a video of him and his best friend. A best friend and some girl. It was some girl doing the rubby dub down there. That could be a lie too. You won't know because you haven't seen the video. And so I'm going to tell you who I like in this entire story. John. John is the best wingman, best friend a man can have. It seemed like John and your man got the best relationship ever. Them two men are ride to die. They are there for each other, to lie for each other to each other's girlfriends. Woo! Because you see, when I told you ladies, you teach men how to treat you. You taught this guy how to treat you. You taught him that all he has to do is keep everything on the down low. And anytime you got to go through your man's phone, the relationship ain't worth having in the first place because you don't trust him. And if you don't have any trust in the relationship, what's the point of being in a relationship? And you're liberal, because this right here, this is something I don't hear conservative women going through this. I told you women about emailing me, but this was so good. I said, I'm going to keep it in the queue. I'm going to keep it. Because look at here. It says, my boyfriend texts John, college 3709 got on me about us vacationing together. It sounds like you didn't even know that they went on a vacation. She'd rather just be me and her. So he already admitted that he's cheating on you with this other girl. College 3709. We'll go somewhere with you and your girl another time. I just caught on to that. So he's cheating on you with some woman called College 37. And you emailing me talking about, what can I do? What can I do? This is what you're going to do, girl. You're insecure. You don't have no self-esteem. You're going to stay with this man. He's going to continue to cheat on you until you had enough, and then you're going to leave him. But right now, you're a doormat. And there's something about him keeping you around while he can go ahead and stick and move and stick and move and stick and move and stick and move. You're an idiot. Because as soon as I found... See, here's the deal. I never track these type of men, so I'm trying to put myself in your situation. Let's say, for instance, if I did, as soon as I see another woman who is nude, doing something sexually lewd, it's on his phone. It's over, baby. Especially if you won't let me watch the video. See, my thing is, I'm going to be like this. I want to watch the video or it's over. You don't trust me? Nope, I don't trust you. Let me see the video or it's over. Oh, it's got to be like, why it's got to be. You got 10 seconds, 10. I'm going to count it down. And then I'm going to either pack my stuff and leave or pack his stuff and tell him to get out. Somebody leaving that apartment, by the way. Unless it's in both of your names, then I'm going to make it a hostile environment to the point where he's going to want to leave. Okay? If he and I are in, let's say, for instance, he and I signed a lease in an apartment together, which I would never do. Honey, once you start living in the house, you just can't do the apartment thing. Unless you just basically took a financial hit. When you took a financial hit, then it's gonna you probably do a apartment, but I'd be like, okay, we're done, we're over, relationship is done, but I'm gonna need you to get your stuff out of this house, out of this apartment, and I'll pay your half of the rent once you out. But it's gonna be a hostile environment. And I know how to make a hostile environment. I've had some roommates in college that I need to get out of my apartment, and it was easy. Eat all their food, drink all their stuff, especially their liquor. Like, share their liquor with your friends. Okay, eat up all the food, don't even replace it. All right. Let other people sleep in their beds. Stay up all night long making a bunch of noise. I mean, you can make it very hostile before he leaves. But I would nah, girl, you stayed in a 2-year relationship where he's got another woman. It's like he just gave you signs that he's cheating on you. You still stayed. Why do y'all women, you know what's that? I think women just like to be talked down. I don't know. Let me see what you guys are saying. Tree, are these traditional questions or like what I'm seeing? These are not traditional except for the first woman. The first woman is traditional. Hold on a second. The first woman is traditional. The one with the tomboy issue, she's a tater. The rest of these women, especially this third one. This third one right here, the one who told me something. I saw this on my boyfriend. She's black, by the way, if y'all didn't know that. I know her name. It's a black name. So this is a community issue. That's so silly. All right, I got last question. Oh God, that's where. I'm sorry. Oh shoot. Did I miss that question? Oh, wait. I'm lost now. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah, I got one last question. One last one. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. Why would he have a video of his friend? He was lying. There's a video of him. Uh, he went to the length of calling her that's a ride to die for. I know. I'm saying the only good people in here is John and her boyfriend. They are good. Yep, it's over. Period. Wait, so she didn't even realize she was still being cheated on until Tree read her message. I didn't realize. I didn't put two and two together till I reread her message. Because she was mad at his friend lying about the college girl. Ooh. Okay. Listening to those questions and answers made me feel so stupid when I was young. That 20, I don't know how old this one is. She never told me her age. So I don't know. But that 27-year-old talking about something, I'm going to get mad because he didn't. Okay, this is the last question. All right. Here's a question. All right. I am 29. My boyfriend is 33, and we've been together for almost 2 years. We don't live together yet, and we are long distance at the moment. I am a conservative. Okay, so we got two conservatives. So 2 conservatives, 2 liberals. And I would like for us to get married soon. Hopefully we can move in together soon, but I can't move to be with him due to work. His job is strictly travel, so he could definitely move to be with me here. It's just more expensive where I am. He's divorced. He is divorced from his college sweetheart. He was married for 3 years and divorced 5 years ago. We recently talked about marriage, and I know he wants us to live together first before getting engaged. Okay, I support that. And he says he's not resistant to marriage, okay? He's just not ready for it again. Then he's resistant to marriage. He's telling you the truth. Did y'all pick up on that? Hold on. Am I the only one who picked up on that? Let me see. Because this is when I need to check in on the women. They can see what I can see blatant things, and a lot of women can't see it. Did y'all ladies pick up on that? Let me see. Is her boyfriend for or against marriage? Ooh. Man, I can't believe. Hello? Is the chat stuck? Oh, there you go. Okay. All right, good. All right, okay. Good job, ladies. Good job. All right. I'm proud of you, ladies. I've taught you well. All right. We recently talked about marriage. I know he wants to live together. Hold on, I missed it. Okay. And he says he's not resistant to marriage. He's just not ready to get married again. I understand, but the red flags for me is that he doesn't really bring up moving in together at all. He actually did mention buying a house where I live, though I know he's not super enthused just due to the fact that the state I live in is more expensive. And regarding marriage, he wants the desire to get married again to come naturally and not feel pressured into it like it's something we do just because of the number of years we've been together, etc. You ain't getting married to this man, girl. This is what I'm saying. When men show themselves to you, believe them, ladies. You guys get all into the feeling, oh, I love him. He wants to get married. I love him. Neil, he don't want to get married. I'll be honest with you, Tree. He says we're on the same page, but I'm not so sure we are. I don't expect to get engaged tomorrow, and that's fine. But, girl, y'all haven't even lived together. But it's been 2 years, and I'm 27 years old, and I want kids. Oh, yeah, you bet. Ooh, you ain't got no time to wait, girl. I want to have kids in the next year. We do have an age difference, not that much of an age difference. When he said he doesn't want to feel pressured just because of the number of years we've been together. This is the type of man who will be with you for 7 years and still say, why mess up a good thing? I mean, we're just acting like we're married. We live together. We share this. You know what I'm saying? What's the difference does a piece of paper make? That's what they always say. What's the measurement does the piece of paper make? When he said he doesn't, okay, I'm so sorry. I keep losing my place when I look away. When he says he doesn't want to feel pressure just because of the number of years we've been together, that concerns me, and it makes me think it could be several years until we get engaged. Exactly. It will be several years until you get engaged. He's telling it to you, lady. He's telling it to you. He's telling you what he's not going to marry you, and that if he gets engaged, it's going to be like 7-10 years from now. He's going to put a ring on the finger to shut you up, and even then you're going to be engaged for what, 20 years? Girl, if you looking to get a baby real soon, he ain't the one. First of all, y'all don't even live together, so you don't even know if he's going to be the kind of man that you're going to want to be in a relationship with. Stop doing these long distance relationships. If you're serious about getting married, stop it. And let's see. That concerns me, and it makes me think it could be several years until we get engaged, not just 1 or 2. And since he's divorced, then what if he decides he doesn't want that? After all, he doesn't. It sounds like that divorce hit him hard and he's broken. Leave him alone. He don't want marriage. Leave him alone. It's his right to change his mind. He ain't changed his mind though. He ain't getting married. He's telling you this. But I've made my desires very clear. Then you need to move on. I want this to be an ongoing conversation that doesn't choke me up all the time. that doesn't A, choke me up all the time, or B, make him feel like I'm pressuring him. Don't pressure. He doesn't want marriage. The relationship is over. It's done. Thus pushing him back into his shell. That's not your problem. I said, I think we should go to a premarital counseling, or you should try therapy before we get engaged, which is not to say therapy now, but he don't have the problem though. Hold on. Let me read this paragraph. And because I'm going to defend him actually. I said, I think we should go to premarital counseling, or you should try therapy before we get engaged, which is not to say therapy now, but he's got to explore his marriage issues from his traumatic divorce. No, he doesn't. He has openly stated on other occasions that, well, therapy's not for everyone. Girl, how many freaking obvious signs do you need? Oh, God. But he didn't disagree about the premarital counseling in the future. Here's another one. Cope. He didn't. This is you taking that copium. He didn't say he wasn't against marriage, but he just don't think everybody needs therapy. That doesn't mean he doesn't want to work on his issues. He doesn't want to get married, sweetie. Let him go. First of all, y'all don't even live together, and you all like, ooh, marriage. I want to be respectful of his process. In fact, I really have been this whole time since he wants to live where he lives for a while to get more distance from his life pre-divorce and establish himself a bit more on his own before remarrying. I was in a very long relationship up until 2 years ago. 9 years. Girl! You were in a 9-year relationship? He picked the right one. You were in a 9-year relationship and you didn't even get married. So therefore, you would be in a 20-year relationship with this man and still won't be married. The difference is you ain't gonna have no babies and you ain't gonna have no ring. This man is, you're bad at picking up of actually getting the point. This man is telling you in a nutshell he doesn't want to get married, but you are coping and actually twisting reality, and it's crazy. You was in a 9-year relationship. So you have a habit. You have a habit of choosing men who just don't want a long-term, they don't want marriage. And you delude yourself until time progresses on. So for most of your dating life, that's why you're 27. For most of your dating life, when you was a teenager, you stick with this one guy and he wasted all of your young adult years on him. And therefore, your replacement is the same thing. So you did not get the commitment with the one for, first of all, girl, 9 years. Come on now. Now, in your defense, you didn't know me back then. But I'd always say, don't you ever be in no long-term relationship as no girlfriend like that. What's wrong with you? So you found another guy who also wants to stay in a relationship. And the fact that he's not there. So here's my thing. I don't understand this need to be with men who don't want to be with you as a husband. Anyway, let me finish reading that. I completely understand. So I'm very cautious of not wanting to pressure him to let him do his process. He doesn't want to get married. I don't want to break up. Well, okay. But you're not going to get married. He's the first person I ever considered marriage and kids with. No, you're only doing that because you're 27. 9 years with my ex, and I only briefly wanted marriage when when we were first together. You probably did, and when you realized he wasn't going to marry you, you let it go. Can anyone change after being in divorce? I really need your advice how to either be more understanding and patient with him or apply a little bit pressure on him to inspire the conversation of him getting married. He doesn't want to get married. Listen to me. I'm never so sure about anything. Well, I'm sure about a lot of things, but I'm really proven wrong about this. This man has been telling you he don't want marriage. He doesn't even want to get engaged. He doesn't even want to have therapy. He told you therapy is not for everybody. That's just letting you know, hey, therapy ain't for me. And you're sitting here with said, yeah, he said he's not for marriage. He's not for therapy, but he didn't say we couldn't go to marriage counseling, premarital counseling. Girl, therapy is therapy. You're the kind of person that says, I wanted him to it's like saying, I want to offer him some chocolate. And he says, I don't like chocolate. And then you're like, well, I have some chocolate covered almonds. And you're like, I have some chocolate and some chocolate covered almonds. And he says, I don't like chocolate. And then you go, well, he doesn't like chocolate, but he didn't say anything about the chocolate covered almonds. That's that coping thing. That's that coping thing I keep hearing about. He doesn't want to marry you, sweetie. He doesn't want to marry you. You're not going to have kids by this man. And you don't live together. Here's another thing that the biggest red flag for this relationship. Y'all don't live together. You've been in a long distance relationship for almost 2 years? Do you understand he's always got an out? For close to 2 years, you've been in a relationship, a long distance relationship, and he has yet to move to where you are. And you have yet to move to where he is. Or you both haven't moved to a neutral place together. So it looks like to me that that is his Linus blanket. That may be such an old term. Let me just say that's his comfort level that he can always get what he wants from you by never moving in with you, by never moving in where you are. It doesn't matter if he's looking for houses. That can be putting up with pretenses. He ain't putting no down payment on a house. He didn't hire a realtor, so he ain't serious. So you guys have been close to 2 years. You're supposed to know whether he's going to marry you or not after a year. I told you, ladies, if you don't know after a year, it ain't happening. Men know after being with you for 6 months. That's the real big red flag. The red flag is not the fact that he doesn't want to get married, or he's according to you, you think the red flag is him not deciding whether he want to get married in the future. That's not the real red flag. The real red flag is he ain't living near you after close to 2 years. Well, let's just go ahead and say 2 years so I can stop saying close to 2 years. So at 2 years, he's still not with you. He don't want you, girl. Also, because he doesn't live near you, I promise you, listen to me. Look, he has another woman. He has another woman. See, this is the thing. Out of sight, out of mind. You're not the only woman. So therefore, why would he marry you? He got it good. He is using this job, by the way, which is bullshit. That whole, oh, I can't move where you are right now because my job is strictly travel. That's what he's telling you. Any job can be strictly travel, but everybody has to come home. Everybody has to come home. Now, who did they come home to? Did they come home to their dog? Do they come home to their side chick? Or do they come home to you? And most time, these men have their own bachelor pad, and they have a woman in this state and in this state and this state. I've seen this done before so much. The fact you are pressuring the wrong thing. What you should be pressuring, if you're going to pressure him, is where he going to live. And why isn't he living with you? Even if he's looking for another house, why can't he live with you in your place for now? Since it's so expensive. You keep throwing that word. It's so expensive. It's so expensive. So what if it's expensive? So what? He's not living with you, and y'all been in a relationship for 2 years. He doesn't want you as a wife. He'll never marry you. I promise you. I promise you, he'll never marry you. Now, if you manage to have a kid by him, that'll be a neat trick. Because this guy sounds like he's going to have his condom level on fleek. You're going to be the last woman he will impregnate. I promise you. You're wasting your time. Stop doing long distance relationships. Stop. You need to go to counseling. You always talking about him. I have not seen anything in this email where you said you're actually going to counseling. You keep attracting men who don't want you for a wife. And then you rationalize it and you stay in it. And then that's when you realize, okay, I'm wasting my time. Stop it, girl. If you're really conservative, which I do believe you are, maybe you just did something stupid about being in a relationship for 9 years. Come on, girl. Maybe 2 years ago you was a liberal. I don't know. And that's the reason why you got that 9-year relationship. But he don't want you as a wife. He'll never marry you. And I don't suggest being no single baby mama, so don't even try to get in a relationship with him. Now, because you love him, you're not going to do that. But remember my words. Remember this. July the 10th, 2021. Remember this 2 years from now, because that's what you're going to do. You're going to give it 2 more years. He still ain't moved in with you. He still ain't moved and bought a house where you live. And he's still telling me something. Yeah, I'm okay with going to counseling, but, therapy isn't for everybody. And I'm not ready to talk about marriage yet. My life is a little hectic. And then you're going to remember on July the 10th, 2021, Tree was right. Tree said he'll never marry you. If I was you, since he's long distance, I would sit up here and find another guy. Now, listen, if you're in it for, the fact that you can have somebody in your life, I suggest you find somebody else in the meantime and then slowly drift away from this guy if you have a problem with getting rid of him. But he's not going to marry you, girl, because he don't even live with you. You're not worthy of him living with you. So you're not worthy of him putting a ring on it. He will never marry you. The sooner you realize that, the better off you'll be. And the sooner you will realize that you need to find somebody else. That's my advice. It's never going to happen. I promise you, it's never going to happen. Okay. All right. Okay. All right there. Taters. Wow, we went over today. We went over today. Let me see what you guys are saying. Hold on. Let's see. He's going to want a prenup. He's not going to marry her, Jason. Okay, there are men who want to marry women. There's so many men that want to marry women. Y'all need to stay away from these type of men that don't want to marry you. Stop trying to make men who don't want to get married marry you. Okay, that's why I it's really hard for me. He's not going to marry her. My aunt and uncle dated for 9 years and she had 3 abortions waiting for him to marry. See what I mean? See what I mean? Exactly. Stupid women. She should like she is pushing too much. He doesn't want to marry her. She basically attracts men like that. It's her fault. True, the fat pack. Wait, I thought she was 29. Yeah, she is 29. What did I say? Did I misspeak? Y'all gotta forgive me always. I'm probably, if I said any other age, I'm sorry. She's 29 years old. Neither of those are going to give her a marriage she wants. Nope. She's making excuses. Why does that require therapy? Why does what require therapy? Wait a minute. Why does what require therapy? Does anyone remember the Peanuts? No, that's why I said that's Linus Brunkett. I meant him not wanting to get married. It doesn't. Listen. Unless he wants to get. Listen. He doesn't need therapy. If he doesn't want to get married, that's his preference. But if he wants to get married and he has trust issues, then he needs therapy. But if he's firm in his stance that he doesn't want to get married, he don't need no therapy. She needs therapy because she keeps attracting men that don't want marriage from her. He doesn't need therapy. She needs therapy because he already knows what he wants. It's like, do you understand what I mean when he doesn't need therapy? I don't want kids. Never have, never will. Okay? I don't need therapy. See, if somebody wants me to have kids, they're going to be like, well, maybe you need to see therapy. I don't need therapy. This is what I want. There's no changing that. We'll say he in this case, like let's say we're in a relationship and he wants to get married. I mean, he wants to get married, but he wants kids. And I go, I'm never having no kids. And he go, maybe you need to see therapy. No. You need to see therapy because you keep attracting women who don't want kids. He's the problem, not me. I'm firm in my belief. Ain't gonna have no kids. They're never gonna want kids. Never, ever, 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 ever gonna want kids. Okay. I don't need therapy because I know what I want. Same thing with him. He doesn't want to get married. He don't need therapy. She needs therapy because she keeps attracting men that want to get married. Would you still get married without kids, Tree? Huh? I don't understand your question, the fat pack. Let me get married. I'm telling you what, yo, watch. Even though you don't want kids, would you? I'm getting married. I'm gonna get married next year. Well, I'll be engaged probably next year. I told y'all, I'm being pursued. I ain't got men who come my way. The fat pack. This to get you an understanding about me. Men who come my way are never in the dark about what I want and what I will do. Okay? I let them all know, hey, you ain't getting no cookies unless I know you want to get married and you think I'm the suitable wife. Okay? The second thing is, I'm never having kids. I'm never going to have your kids. Ever. 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 If you're looking for kids, I'm the wrong one. Don't waste your time. And I will let them know, like, hey, you know, if we get married, we have to sign a prenup. A prenup is a must. Because I got businesses and I own property that I just don't, even though I believe in marriage, till death do us part, I do believe in that. The prenup is still, a must. A prenup is still a must. Okay. So there's that. So I'm not like the other chick who just passive aggressive. I use my words. Marriage shouldn't be about kids anyway. Kids eventually grow up and leave their parents. That's why they remember marriage was about them. Kids should be a declaration of that. Very good, Sun Dormant. Exactly. Very good. I totally agree. Let me read that again. Sun Dormant says, marriage shouldn't be about kids anyway. Kids eventually grow up and leave their parents. That's when they remember marriage was about them. Kids should be a declaration of their love. Good point. Good point. These young ladies are giving themselves away too quick in the relationship. They are. They are. What's up, Laura? True, marriage isn't just kids. Yeah. All right, guys. I really like how you broke down that point. I'm glad you liked it, Grace. That's my last question. We went a little over the time today. So, thank you guys for coming. I appreciate you. I always like the chat in here. It's a little low key. It's a little calm. I will be on my political channel tomorrow. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Yeah. I'll be on my political channel tomorrow. Tree, I started practicing with the 9 and just bought one tonight. Oh, you got your 9mm? Found you because of Frank Show. Love your energy. Well, thank you, Janice, or Jen. Y'all over there on D Live. I don't know how y'all able to type over there on D Live. I screwed that chat up, but I can see you. Treehouse debate is next Sunday. Yeah, I gotta email these guys and let them know that. The Treehouse debates next. Not tomorrow, but the Sunday after next. The Sunday after next. So there's that. So anyway, guys, sorry I went a little over today, but I don't regret it. So anywho, I will see you all tomorrow on my political channel. And those of you who are just here for the relationship stuff, I will be here on Wednesday. My sincere apologies for this past Wednesday. It was my computer. I had so much stuff on it because I was making a scripted video. Now that scripted video is finished, it will be ready for you on Monday. And I don't anticipate that happening again. I really don't. So with that being said, you guys have been awesome sauce. Hold on. So I am going to go ahead and go. And before I leave, I wish you all a wonderful weekend, and you all take care. And I think I'll be giving my editor one of these clips from this video when it's ready. So there's that. Okay. See y'all either tomorrow or on Wednesday at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Later, taters. Bye.
Down with no leaders, they don't wanna wait just a minute. They like, what, nigga, wait right there. I got Reservoir Dogs, you be missing the right ear. Get it clear, I figure it's my year. I'm everywhere, making appearances and niggas' nightmares. Hear the words, peep the flow, check the cadence. What you heard is a pro, I'm so amazing. Don't front, girl, you know it's your favorite. New quality, yo, they running out of patience. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready, here come Talib Kweli, and I'm banging on your eardrum. Now let me get up in it.